Hi, as promised, this is a Deacon Jody Daily Dose. It's the second part. I want to discuss LSU baseball uh, for a few minutes in the context of the domestic church. What is the domestic church? I'll get to that in a minute. First, if you like the videos uh, and enjoy them, please like and share. I do see some comments coming in on some of the videos, and the comments are great. And if you have topics you want me to discuss, you can either private message me through Facebook, or you can certainly find me very easily in a lot of different ways, or you can leave a comment and I'll do videos on those. Some people have asked me to do some videos on some topics, and I'll do that too. But today it's all about baseball. In this part two, we already did the daily reflection. The reason I'm talking about baseball is because today is the first day of the baseball season, and what I want to talk about is how baseball has enlivened families. From our experience when when our kids were younger, very younger, they played baseball. Baseball was a big part of our life. It was part of my life growing up, part of our kids' life growing up, and LSU baseball was a big part of it. Back then, it was the old Alec Box Stadium, and it was very inexpensive to go. I think it was just a few bucks, and a lot of families went, and the kids that didn't understand baseball would run around and play. And there is still a playground at Alec Box Stadium for that. But what happened was the kids would go to baseball practice, and often after practice would scoot over to Alec Box and see the end of the game. So we were intimately involved with baseball. What did that do? That allowed our kids to focus around wholesome things instead of the things that distract from family and goodness and wholesome. And so with that, we were able to keep our kids focused on the things that our family could do. And our family went to their baseball games. Our family uh, were uh, uh, harmonious around the activities that the kids involved in. And so baseball became a big part of our life. And we, we grew up in this environment, and it was part of who we are. And so I look forward to it every year because it enlivens me with a deep respect for family. How did this actually explode into a reality? Well, in 2000, when LSU went to the College World Series, I was working at a company that had an office in Omaha, and they let me work out of that office for the 2 weeks of the World Series. My two boys and their best friend, who was like another son to me, Ben, God rest his soul, Ben has passed away. Um, anyway, we went for the World Series, and the manager of our office there had a mother-in-law suite, and he let us stay there. So we got to stay for free at his house. I got to do my work, so I didn't have to take vacation. The cost was minimized, and we did have some good tickets for some of the games, not the LSU games. But back then, they had general admission tickets in the outfield, and they were very inexpensive. But you had to wait in line because it was a first come, first serve. And we did that. And we had great seats for several of the games, especially the last one, the championship game. And so my boys and I were in Omaha for the whole time. We got to share the baseball experience at the highest level at that point. And then LSU won the national championship, and the boys had made a flag, and they gave it to one of the players, a player, Ryan Terrio, who went around the stadium with the flag and brought it back. And turns out Ryan Terrio is one of my son's best friends now, and they're partners in business. That's how baseball has drawn us together as a family, matured us as people, and allowed us to have a wholesome entertainment perspective instead of some of the trash that's out there that some people are attracted to, that's not wholesome, that's not family oriented. What is domestic church? I mentioned I would say that. In the Catholic Catechism, it talks about family being the domestic church. So our families are like mini churches that we should focus um, our reality of community on using love to hold us together. And who is love? God is love. It says that in the scriptures. So when we use God as the magnet to hold our families together, the domestic church is vibrant. And one of the things that did that for our family is baseball, especially LSU baseball. Now, you'll hear me in a later video talk about the Yankees, and I'll tell you that whole story in reality. But the story here is how after we moved to Baton Rouge and we got into the Baton Rouge community and we gravitated toward LSU baseball, it became a source of unity for our family. And we continue to be very thankful to God for the unity that we all experience through our love for LSU baseball. Season starts today. Last year, national champions, World Series champions. Let's hold tight today, enjoy the ride, and maybe at the end of the season we'll have a repeat. Enjoyed this video with you today. You have a wonderful day. God bless everybody.